So hey, guys, I need you to explain it to me because I was doing work stuff. All right. So I don't know the guy. I try to do a little digging, a little research. So the guy that they kicked out, right? It's a guy they know. It's a guy who's always around. I can only say what I saw. Small sample size. To me, the only information I saw was guy posting with a warning, posting spoiler alerts in real time. I do not know the extent of anything else about that man. You, Joel, seem to be like, yo, this is crazy. Again, the show is like, this is crazy. I just want to understand.
So you mind if I get this, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, set it up first.
So for those who don't know, during the TNA tapings on Saturday. Well, I don't know what day it is anymore. During the TNA tapings, I guess on Saturday, the TV tapings, Jacob Cohen, who goes Mr. Jacob Cohen on Twitter, was doing what he always does at the tapings, which is he'll do scoop number one, and he'll take a photo of the two combatants and say, this is the match. He does not tell you who wins the match. If it's part of a tournament that's in one night or one taping, you're kind of screwed, but he will put a spoiler tag on it to at least kind of help out and be like, maybe you didn't want to know that this person's going to face this person after this match had already happened, and the setup kind of messed up. He does not take video. It's always photos. It's the same setup every time. And as a result of whatever was happening, he's front row, by the way, at the show. Like you see his ass hard cam the whole time. On Thursday show, Friday show, Saturday, he's there. He got asked to stop filming and then booted right away during the tapings. He was told, you're filming, and he said, no, I'm not. And he was being very respectful. And they said, no, too bad, get out. By the way, no refund. And they kicked him out and they said, you're out. He was there with his friend, who I will talk about in a minute, because Jacob and I are friends, and we have a mutual friend who I am also friends with because he lives in Toronto, this friend, and Jacob grew up in Toronto. So I know all these people. And there's a third friend of there that people do know but don't actually know, who's very active on Twitter. I won't out them, but they're all pals. The long and the short of it is that friend stuck around because Jacob was like, don't leave on my account. There's only like 2 matches left, so just stick around. So I reached out to Jacob and I was like, dude, what the F? And I was trying to understand who did it and who came to him. And we couldn't come to a conclusion as to who it was. It was not the typical people that you think it would be or would have thought it was. I have a theory that it was Full Sail staff. No one has confirmed that to me. I don't have any idea. I can tell you, and Jacob has since put it out on his Twitter, that he did have conversations with people at TNA who were involved, who are in the know, and they did apologize and they did try to take steps to rectify the situation, because Jacob is one of those fans, like I think it was maybe Brett Lauder, someone had said, this is the type of fan you want at your show. He's the type of guy who goes in, he is active, he does the booing and the cheering, he's part of the crowd, he cares, he wants to be there, he doesn't just sit on his ass and pretend like just talk silly the whole time with his friends. No, he's there to enjoy a wrestling show. You want those people, especially those who are respectful to talent, who have been around for so damn long that you would not have any idea. He is just a nice person overall. Every experience, every interaction I've had with him is a pleasant one. He doesn't want to be the center of attention. He just wants to share the shows he's at and the love of wrestling that he has. And like, yeah, he's made friends in and out of the industry from that. And I thought it was pretty... I think it was pretty shitty of TNA because he has been there. He used to go to Orlando, to Universal, to watch the shows. He was there. He would go to NXT. He would be in the PC crowd for the show. He'd be a Full Sail for the shows too. He's been there. They know who he is. And the fact that somebody went up and kicked him out for something he wasn't doing was just awful. It wasn't right, and it wasn't nice, and it just made no sense.
Let me ask you the flip side.
Sure.
Like, not even the flip side, but like, even if he was recording, and he wasn't, and I want to establish that, how does that separate him from anybody else in that building who all have their phones out and are all taking pictures or short videos? Like,
this is This is the problem too. You cannot enforce that rule hard and fast because it happens everywhere. It happens at AEW, it happens at WWE, it happens at NXT, it happens at TNA. It doesn't matter at MLW, it doesn't matter where you are. Every single company says, hey, don't film the show. At this point, a lot of the companies have actually moved on to a warning that says don't live stream the show, which I think is perfectly understandable. Video at this point, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
Pictures at this point, they've always happened. You're allowed to keep a memento of your experience from your seats. As long as you're not running to ringside to go get that photo, unless you're sitting ringside, it should be okay. You're not spoiling anything, especially in this case where, yeah, he's posting what the matches are, but how is that any different from what you're going to get at your local indie who are posting matches, or at least at Mystery Wrestling is a good example of this. When the matches happen, they post you what the match is going into the match. It was just, again, in poor taste, especially for someone who was known to just about everyone there in a backstage capacity.
Yeah, so when I saw the people who like celebrated it happening to him, I was like, oh, he's right. Like, yeah, you know how that goes. It's like, oh, that's who got a kick out of this happening to dude. Okay, he's clearly, yeah. It's surreal just knowing how technology plays a role in all of this. And we'll never get to a point where they'll have you lock up your phones like a comedy show. You know, like
some promotions want that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like with a WWE and especially in AEW, when they're running large events, there's too many people in the building to do that, right? Like, you got people with kids. Like, I think that's a big thing, though. You really can't do that with an all ages thing. You know, like it's. I gotta have my phone because kids throw up at any moment, and then what's she gonna do with the throw up that the kids threw up?
Yeah, that's what my wife always says. She's like, no, you can't tell me to put my phone away when we have 12 kids and at a moment's notice we might be needed for something. Like, she's like, I will stay off of it, but if it goes off and it's one of the kids, like, we gotta go. I will say, Joel alluded to it. I'll read Jacob's statement that he put out an hour ago. He said, I would like to offer an update. I had a call with TNA officials this morning. They apologized for what happened and have taken a few steps to remedy the situation so issues like this don't occur in the future. It's an easy to make mistake. I appreciate them taking steps to fix it. Jacob's so nice. Just a very nice guy. I don't think this is an easy mistake to make. Jacob was doing this on Thursday before Turning Point because they taped some stuff before Turning Point. Same thing he always does. Didn't say anything there. Was back on Friday. Or sorry, he was doing this on Thursday before the live show. Was back on Friday before Turning Point. Was back on Saturday. And then midway through got kicked out. He does this every single show, every single promotion. It is not a big deal. Like Joel said, he doesn't spoil anything. He gives away the matches that people are going to see. It's basically free promotion of like, hey, if you want to watch this show, here's the matches you're going to see on this show. And it's, again, to me, this is not a big deal because it's photos, it's scoop. Here's the match you're going to see. Great. TNA needs all the promotion they can get when it comes to these things. You hurt yourself more by doing something like this instead of just, hey, let this guy take his photos and put scoop out there and like, hey, maybe people will be excited for this. You're going to put these matches out there anyway. It's, again, he's not giving away the winners or anything unless it is a situation where it's like a tournament or something like that and they have to tape something in the same night. But he is also very conscious of that and puts like, spoiler warning, you have to click it to view it and everything. He is such a nice guy. He is a fan, yes, you would want at your event because he's not there maliciously. He's not there to ruin the product for anybody. And he's been doing this for like 10 years, 20 years going to these TNA shows. This is not like this is some new guy coming in there and doing this on his own. He's been doing this for like 20 years, every single promotion he goes to.
Also, sorry, I'm just going to add to this. While other people are saying, hey, this match is going to happen at the next special, he is posting a photo of two combatants and or two wrestlers and being like, wouldn't be surprised if this happens at Final Resolution. And like, he's not giving it away. He's just like, he's doing what any other, not even wrestling reporter, because he's not a reporter, but like any other fan who wants to keep the magic He's doing that. Whereas other people will be like, yeah, this is the match of Final Resolution.
I think as a specific job, all these companies need a community liaison, like somebody who knows who he is, somebody who knows, this is who we lean on for the TikToks or the streams or whatever. I think that would be a way to avoid stuff like this, like people getting played, because what you don't want to do, it's like cheating on a girl. Cheating is bad, but the cheating is not the worst part. It's the embarrassment. You don't want to embarrass the people who want you to win, That's rough, man, because like you said, he's a really nice guy. It could have went the other way,
You know what's funny, Cam, by the way? The show that I saw you at Mania Week when we were at Palms, he was at that show. He was sitting opposite of the ring, like he was ringside of that show. I could have pointed. If this was today, I would have been like, yeah, there he is. He's just hanging out with his buddies, like taking photos and watching the show. And he would have been like, yeah, normal wrestling fan.
New fans are great, but man, you gotta hang on to the people who are gonna be there no matter what. And that's just how you run people off. But like you said, they reached out. Cam confirmed to watch the show Cheaters. Oh, hey, we was on Twitch going heavy on Cheaters for a while, baby. Good time. But yeah, man. Glad they are doing what they can to kind of rectify that, because that's rough, man. You never want to see anybody who's a real dedicated fan get played out. So yeah, man.
And you know what? I'm going to add to this. So there were people who were trying to give. So Tony Khan had tweeted out, you're always welcome at AEW, and Brett Lauderdale from GCW had also, tweeted out his support of Jacob, because again, he's gone to both promotions events, and I think that speaks volumes. People are going to be like, oh, why are you trying to make this into a trouble? So I don't think it is. I think it is if they didn't reach out to Jacob privately. And I have every reason to believe that they did, because they know him and they know what he does and what he doesn't do. And like, yeah, listen, for TK, it's hilarious because we see this. He did that for JJ from Wrestling Observer when he got kicked out of NXT, where he was all the time. And then Tony was like, you can come to our show anytime. Like, if you're going to open up the tent, you should open up the tent. And that is one way to do it. And I don't think Tony was in the wrong. I don't think Brett was in the wrong for tweeting their support for this fan, because it's a fan that you want at your shows. So I do give them credit. For anyone who's trying to bash them for it, no, I think that was perfectly okay to reach out like that, whether it was privately or publicly. Mm-hmm. There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications. And while you're at it, like the videos, interact with them, say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live for In the Weeds. You might like it.